Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye. Hey, you guys. Yes. We made it back in here another Sunday. I'm so excited. Oh my God, I have two wonderful, phenomenal guests for you guys today. Um, we in the building. We definitely have Ron Hamilton. He's Detroit's own. Detroit's own. I love saying that because that's where I'm from, baby. D-Town. You know what, Ron? Say hello to the people real quick.
Hey, how y'all doing? How you doing? Pleasure to be on the show. Thank you for having me.
Yes. It is a pleasure to have you. Thank you for coming. And then later on, we got OG Kokane joining us later on in the broadcast. But for now, we're going to get down with Ron Hamilton. He is the owner, the CEO of, I always say this crazy, WRJR Radio Network. And he has several shows on the network. And I'm going to be telling you guys all about him in just a second. But he is, if you don't know, you're going to know by the end of this show. Just say that. But first of all, y'all know how I like to do before we get started. I want to give my shout outs. First of all, I want to shout out Dina because she beat this face, honey. Yes, she did. Yes. And then I want to give a shout out to Kaisha for doing this hair. She got me together today. I don't know what I was looking like earlier. Y'all would have saw me earlier. Y'all would have been like, that's not Amira. That ain't even her. I don't even believe it. That ain't the songstress over there. But I want to thank her for getting this hair together. I also want to acknowledge William K. I'm sorry. Michael K. Williams. He passed away, and that was, thought I had the date pulled up here. Okay, I don't have the date pulled up here, but it was a few days ago, and I apologize that I don't have the exact date pulled up here when he passed away. The 6th. Okay, September the 6th. Thank you, Tony. See? That's why we got family here. We family over here. September the 6th. See, you won't let me fail, Tony. And he's going to be missed, very well missed. He was a great actor, a humanitarian as well. Ron, I know you knew him. I knew of him. And, we can't say enough about him here. It's a lot of love going out, pouring out to his family, a lot of love going out to him. He spread a lot of love. He was a brother to many, and not by blood. He was a brother just by relation, just being, relative to the cause. You know him from The Shy. You know him from a whole host of other movies and TV shows, and he was just a great person, and his energy will continue to permeate through this universe. So I ask of you all to just bask in the energy that he has left here for us to take advantage of, live in. Sometimes we think that, oh, you don't supposed to do that. No. Everything is God. We return to God. We return back to God. We return back to who we were, who we was, and who we will be. And the greatest thing that we ever will be, that's what we've returned back to. So yes, you can do that. Yes, you can take part in that energy and feel his love and feel his strength and feel his kind words as they continue to permeate through the universe. Ron, before I move on, is there anything that you wanted to say about this brother?
Yeah, he was a great actor, good person. I followed him, and yeah, he's gonna be missed. I mean, it's sad. That's another brother gone. Just like Bob, Chadwick Boseman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we lose them young.
Yep.
So count every day.
Yep.
Count every day.
They say the good ones die young. Sometimes we just need that energy back into the universe. So, let us bask in his energy. Let us enjoy him. Let us enjoy his love that he gave to the universe, that he implemented into the universe. And we want to thank you for your art. Okay. And You know what? Let's get into. Oh wait, no. There's some birthdays. Shout out to my girl, my home girl in Detroit, Renisha Barnes. She just celebrated a birthday. Shout out to you, girl. Give her a hand clap. We're gonna have to start putting that song. I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have to cue up that song, that Stevie Wonder, "Happy Birthday to You." Also want to shout out little Josh. You know who you are. Shout out to you. It's like that's like my son from another mother, if that makes sense. Most women wouldn't do this, but some of us does. We kind of adopt children that the father of our children had before or after they had children with us. And sometimes we say, yeah, that's my son, that's my daughter too. So he's one of those. That's my son too. Shout out to little Josh. And then my bestie in Atlanta, Kenya, baby. Yes, ATL. She's originally from Detroit, though. Don't get it twisted. Yes, and that's my bestie. Want to shout out her. She just celebrated a birthday as well. And there's a lot of September birthdays coming up. My brother, my nephew. There's a lot of September birthdays coming up. Libra is in the building. So, okay. So let's show some TikTok videos and let's get the show on the road. What we got first?
All right, is everyone focusing? We need full concentration here, people. I'd be able to focus a lot better if he could find me. All right, he'll find you in a second. Just give him a minute and focus. All right, this is taking forever. Can we just get something that includes a battery? Nope, we're going to get there the old-fashioned way, okay? We cannot rely on tools to help us along the way. We will get there on our own. Just focus. Oh, okay. It is working. Do not break that concentration. All right, I think we may be able to cross the finish line this way. Yeah? We are almost there, ladies. I see the finish line. I can see it. Oh my God, speed it up. You are taking forever. I lost it.
Would y'all laugh at me if I tell y'all that's how I'm feeling?
Oh. No comment.
Come on.
I mean, no.
Oh my God, I love her. What's her name, Tony?
Katie Florence.
I think she actually, not I think, she actually has a show. She got from her TikTok videos. And I know Michael B. Jordan contacted her, and she's actually, I believe it's a sitcom. I think she's in her second season now, just from, don't sleep on TikTok. A lot of people were saying, oh, they're not talented. They're doing voiceovers. The talent is in the creativity that you express with those voiceovers. So it's not about taking someone else's talent. It's about, taking things to the next level. We do that all the time in music, it's nothing really new under the sun. It's just about creative and innovative ways to take it to that next level. So I like her. She's dope. Shout out to you. Let's see the next video.
Oh, that was quick.
It was quick. That was real quick. It was like
point made.
yes, like if you are in my car and I'm driving and I'm singing, it's the lead. Don't be trying to take over the lead. Do the backgrounds. It's called common courtesy. Oh my God. Ron, do you sing in the car? Do you sing lead?
Yeah, and I try to sing the back too.
What if somebody's riding with you?
Oh, they better sing the background.
Come on, see?
They better sing the background in my car.
In my car, I'm not the only one. Don't be trying to take the lead, and don't be trying to control the volume on the.
Why? I got a question. Why do whenever we close, we slowing down on the address of the house, we look before we turn the volume down. Does that make us look better?
I don't. Okay, when we like pulling up.
See better. You know what I'm saying? We turn the volume down. It's like, does that help us see better?
I think it's a mind over matter thing. Like when I back up, I be like, turn it down. I gotta concentrate.
Right. Yeah.
No distractions. I don't like people talking. Like when my favorite song come on, and someone's talking. Oh my
Oh
God.
God, that makes me
Uh,
so mad.
oh my.
Talk through the whole song.
I'm
Oh,
annoyed. Totally. Okay, what we got next?
All right.
My daddy told my mama put this piece in the oven about an hour ago, and she up in there on Facebook talking about who up. I'm up trying to put that doggone piece in here for my daddy. Boy, we finna eat now, bro. Oh yes. Here I come. Oh, that pizza said what you say, pizza? I thought that pizza said something.
So cute.
smart kids.
You know, I always had baby fever.
Yeah.
I mean, but only if, when my children were little, only if they could like get up and put a pizza in the oven instead of waking me up, jumping on my head and stuff. Why couldn't y'all put a pizza in the oven when y'all was little babies, kids? I know y'all watching me now. Anyway, and they want to tell me what to do.
They probably could still just wanted you to do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's basically the case.
Well, we gonna get into this. We gonna get into this show. Again, this is I'm so excited all the time when I have guests on. They are the joy. They are the centerpiece to the show.
I like those videos though. Can we see one more?
You want to see one more? I did have one more too. All right. I was trying to get you into your interview. Okay. Let's show the last. This last one.
Told my mama put this piece in the oven about an hour ago, and she up in there on Facebook talking about.
Okay, this one is deep.
You were stupid for loving them.
Pause it for 1 second. This one is like really deep, and I was going to skip this one because it's kind of deep, but I love it. I want to shout out my niece Nefertari. She sent this to me, and if you guys been kind of watching my show and following along with my story, even on social media, as you guys know, I am going through something, breakup and all those things. However, there's ups and there's downs, there's good days and there's bad days, and Tony, I moved into my new place yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
All
Yes and
right.
yes.
Take us up on a
Yes and yes. Yes and yes. This will be my first. Yeah.
Queen Pat.
Yeah. This will be my first place by myself ever in life as an adult.
Wow.
Yes. Yes and yes. Because I had children young and all of that, and I just never been in a place by myself in my whole adult life. So I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be like, Prince, let's get nuts. Looking for the purple banana and load it in the truck. Yeah, I'm about to, So anyway, So my niece sent me this, and this is just near and dear to my heart. This was right on time. Play that for me, Tony.
I don't think you were stupid for loving them. I think you were brave. In spite of all the red flags that you saw, in spite of all the warning signs that you saw, you tried to love someone broken anyway. You tried to heal them anyway. As many times as you tried to show up for them, as many times as you tried to help them, that's not stupid. That means you have a big heart. That means that you love harder than most people. That means that when you invest yourself in someone, you go 100%. You give it your all. And just because you gave it to the wrong person doesn't make it stupid. It just shows how much you're able to love someone, even if they hurt you. You're able to love someone and look past the pain they cause you. That's how much you're able to love. And that's a wonderful thing. Not everybody can do that. You're so selfless that you're able to love someone who hurts you so deeply and so badly, and you think that makes you weak, but it doesn't. It actually makes you stronger. It actually makes you who you are today.
Oh, okay. That one spoke to me.
That was for you?
Yeah, that spoke to me too.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just let's take a moment. Shout out to all the lovers out there. Shout out to you. You're the best. You're what makes the world go around. And when you realize that you are loving someone that is broken and does not have the understanding or the capacity to love you back the way you should be loved, then you have to do the only thing there is to do, and that's love on yourself. Give all that love to yourself. So
Never
that
stop loving.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop loving.
Mm-hmm. Don't let them take it from you, because then they would have won. And then you actually got to feel bad for them, because someone that would, people that would actually hurt people that just wanted to love them, you have to ask what is wrong with them. They've been broken, or they are broken, and they never experienced love. And maybe it scares them every time they get this strange feeling that they've never had before. And so they want to do to you what they feel on the inside so that they can feel alive. Sometimes people that hurt people, that's the only way they know how to feel alive. When you and I both know you're only living if you're loving. So,
Absolutely.
shout out to the lovers. You're
Well
what?
Well said, yo.
So, you guys, I'm so excited today. My homeboy from Detroit, today is all about pioneering entrepreneurship, never giving up on your dreams, seeing that vision, and not only see it in your mind, but making it manifest to where it becomes material. That's what we call creation, creating something, creating and going forward with it. Our guest today, Ron Hamilton, has created a platform that, oh my God, first of all, it speaks for itself. He's not just a radio station. He's not just another radio show. First and foremost, he's a network that hosts several radio shows on his network. But he started out just loving music, just loving jazz, just wanting to have a platform for those who love music and those who create music and those who play jazz. He just wanted, hey, I just want to put this on a stage. I just want to put this on the radio. I just want to put this out into the airwaves. He had that vision, he had that dream, and then he made it manifest. And as a result of that, he has blessed me, some of my other fellow musicians from San Diego, from Detroit. He's given us a platform. I mean, this brother has been rocking with me since 2017, y'all. He was the first one of the first radio stations to play my song, Can't Hide, and help me get on the map and be recognized as a for real artist. Like, oh, yeah, she does this for real. Ron, you have been a part of my story, and you're going to continue to be a part of my story. We want to thank you here at 2020 Vision for having your vision and stepping out on faith and doing what you know how to do best, answering the call, following your dream, being another entrepreneur and a creator to implement into the universe. Y'all, get ready to give Ron Hamilton a 2020 Vision welcome. Turn up for him, Tony.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I know I look a mess. I'm sorry, I just came from an event.
No, you don't look a mess at all. You look stylish and fly, baby.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. I got the queen seal of approval.
Yes,
so I'm good.
you look fly. You look fly. You know how we do it in the D, though. We can't just
no
step
doubt.
out. Even our any kind of way step out is not any kind of way.
That's right.
I know
That's
your do-rag match your shoes. You ain't even got to show me. I already know they do. Come on.
Yeah, you know they do.
You know. What do you say? Notorious Big Stink Pink Gators, my Detroit players. You know.
From Brooklyn, yeah, that's my boy. Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt.
He said it right. He said it right.
That's for sure.
Well, we want to dig all into your business, Ron. We want to, we want to see, what motivates you. We want to see why you do and how you do what you do. And the first thing I always ask, now, are you originally from Detroit?
Oh yeah, born and raised.
Okay.
West Side, Tireman,
Yes.
Beechwood,
Yes.
West Grand.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm cheating a little bit because I know your story, somewhat of your story, but there's some things, some holes, some missing, and then there's some people that don't know your story. But what is the relationship with you in jazz? Like, did you play any instrument in school? What was jazz? How did jazz speak to you?
Jazz originally, like I said, my mother and my uncle, it's deep rooted in our family.
Okay.
So I've actually got my love for music from my mother.
Okay.
But she was more an old school, like Aretha Franklin, the Four Tops, Motown. We live like not even a mile away from Motown, but
yeah.
Right. So yeah, so it's all good. But yeah, my love for jazz came from Miles Davis, Coltrane. You remember? I'm sure you remember when you was a kid, and your mother, if she liked jazz, or your parents liked jazz,
Yes.
or your aunts or
Yes.
uncles liked jazz.
Yes.
They play that record. And that song might last an hour long.
Yes. Yes. You can run
know?
around the house and back, and it's still playing on the jukebox. On the
Right.
no, the record player. The record player was a
Exactly.
piece of it was like a piece of furniture back in the day.
But we were kids, what I'm saying? We didn't appreciate it, we didn't understand it, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'll sit there and listen to like Miles Davis All Blues or So What, and just let it play. And when you older, you like I said, you get old, it's like wine, you know what I'm saying? It's like drinking when you're young, you're drinking, but when you get older and you're drinking, you're savoring it, you know what I'm saying? It's it's not just drinking, it's an experience.
Yes. Yeah.
So, it's an experience, it's always been an experience with jazz, with me. But yeah, like I said, I was brought up in the roots of old Motown and stuff. So I think that's where my love for jazz came from. The Funk Brothers now. Ooh, Motown Funk Brothers back in their heyday, man. I mean, just all that creativity. I mean, you got these giants, not even giants yet, but oh man, you can't do it like, music like jazz, and that's Motown's root, based, foundation was jazz.
Jazz.
Because all of them were jazz musicians. Jazz was did you know jazz was a forbidden music?
No.
Back in New Orleans, it was in the back streets. Yeah, it took a minute for jazz to come. It was like the taboo of music,
Yeah.
It wasn't allowed anywhere, just like in the, back streets, where, of the poor.
Okay. Okay.
And it took a while for it to come because they thought it was voodoo, the type of music and stuff, because it's all improvisation.
Yeah, hypnotizing. It could,
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Beautiful though.
Right, and you could sit there and listen to Miles Davis and just get lost in it.
Yes.
It's so mesmerizing.
Yeah.
And you don't appreciate that when you're a kid. You don't understand it when you're a kid, but I understand it, man. It's simplicity, but it's complex at the same time. Nothing like it, So yeah.
So you decided to be a pioneer for jazz and stand up for jazz, and so what made you say, okay, I want to be a DJ. I want to create this platform. How did that come about for you?
Okay, now the DJ part comes from before the jazz. I started DJing back in 90.
Okay.
1990, So I was just, young, what I'm saying, just wanted to get out there and enjoy the club life and stuff. I had, my boy was a DJ.
Okay.
My boy Kenneth Hicks, Kenny McDougan.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for him, he was the only one on the block at the time that had some turntables and a PA system. You know?
Yeah.
And his mother and they used to run the they did the PA system for Block Club. We had Block Club parties and stuff. So yeah, they were. That's how I learned from him. And then I got into the club scene like back in 89, 90. And I've been a club DJ longer than I've been on the radio. I've been
Wow.
I've been doing the radio, let me see, since 2006.
Uh-huh.
But I've been a DJ longer, so
Yeah.
and
Tell us about the block parties again, because now I know a lot of people I know they have block parties in Compton. I know they definitely have block parties in Detroit. But a lot of people don't know what a block party is. Ron, tell them what a block party is.
Man, a block party was the bomb. When you was a kid, man, you'd be like, you feel like you grown now because you take your big wheel and ride in the street.
Yes.
But they blocked the block.
Yeah.
The entire block. That's when the block was a family.
Yes, I remember.
That's when it was a community. That's when communities were communities.
I remember.
Yeah, that block club, had a little talent shows, and
Yep.
you get your little picnic chairs and come out, and everybody, neighbors, associate with each other, like a neighborhood, like a family should, a block family. It takes a village, to raise a kid.
That's right.
Sure. So
those were some of the best times in my life. I remember the block parties. They were some of the best.
You remember Swimmobile?
Yes. I was scared to get in it though, because I was thinking it was because I couldn't swim. So I was like, that's deep, because I thought it was like wasn't it the length of the
Yeah.
of the
it was,
of the truck or
yeah.
whatever. Explain.
But it was deep too. You know, it wasn't really all that deep though. But fortunately, my father, when we was growing up, we didn't go to Metro or nothing. They always took us out to Kensington.
Okay.
So we was always going out there.
But
So we
explain
used
to the people what the mobile, like what
on the swim mobile.
yeah, the swim mobile.
I think that was the best thing they've ever done, and they really needed. Well, I don't know if they can do it now, but yeah, that's when hey, you in the hood just like on Friday.
Yeah.
Black people don't know how to swim.
Right.
Because we never had pools.
Yes.
Or never had a way to get out to the beach.
Yes.
So they have a swim mobile that comes around, for the block, and you get the opportunity to swim. Kids get the opportunity to swim if you can swim.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of brothers don't know how to swim.
No.
So we're fishing out
I
the
just
course.
looked when it was come around. My brothers would get in there. I just looked. Tony, it was a truck. It was like a what you call it, a semi.
And they had a pool on the back of it, hitched on the back of it.
Yeah. Now you just get in there.
Yeah.
They just come around. That, and then sometimes we would turn on the fire hydrants.
Oh yeah. We
And just kick it. Just be in the water. It's hot.
Then the police come and turn them off.
Yeah. And then we'll wait till they leave and turn it back on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was the bomb, though. I love your story. I want to continue to dig more into it, but I have a little homage video that I want to show. Just some little snippets of your life and some of the things that you've done.
You got the worst pictures, I bet.
Whatever. I'm not a hater.
I know you're not a hater, but I'm like, we critics on ourselves. I hate pictures.
Well, it's not even pictures. It's a couple of video snippets of, it's just a collage of some of the things that you've done, and I want to show the people.
Okay.
Alrighty, check this out.
As program director of WRJR, I'm dedicated to giving you the best in music, talk, and variety. WRJR is Real Jams Radio. Real Jams Radio means we give you some of the best in jazz. Our specialty, which is our specialty, is what made us so famous was the jazz. I worked for another radio network, and we had a great turnout. We had a great audience, listening audience from all over the world.
Other radio stations claim to be the original, but they'll never be. They will try to convince you they are the one, or the real, or true original who started it all, and yet they fall short every single time. We don't need to claim we are the one, or the real, or the true, because when you know you stand alone as the original, you have nothing to prove. Because WRJR has always given you the best in talk, variety, and of course, the best in jazz. No excuses. It's all in the name. We are and always will be the one, the only original, accept no imitations. WRJR. Real jazz, real jams, real radio. Enough said. Subscribe to the WRJR network and stay up to date with the latest information. WRJR is your online connection to the latest on WRJR Live, entertainment news, special events, and more. We're just a click away on your PC, Android, iPhone, tablet, or any mobile device. Connect today with our WRJR online community at wrjrjamswithaz.wixsite.com/WRJR network. That's WRJRjamswithaz.wixsite.com/WRJR www.wixsite.com/WRJR Network.
Yes, yes, and yes.
Right?
See, that
Wow.
wasn't so bad, was it?
It was okay. It was.
What?
I'm drinking.
Well, that's good because we're going to toast to you. Now, I don't have whiskey like we normally have. Some things has changed in my life.
Oh, really?
But I do have a bottle of water, and we want to toast to you, Ron. Thank you so much.
Uh,
We want to celebrate you today, you know.
thank
Thank
you.
you so much. How long have you been in radio?
Ooh, since wow, I'll say like 2002.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, that's when I graduated.
Okay.
But I've always had, even when I was younger, I would do mock shows.
Mm-hmm.
When I first got my tape recorder, well, I ran that to death. You know, and just did, realize that I was doing something that was really what they do. Just by observing TV and just watch, listen to radio and stuff. So I was actually doing that before I even went to school and applied for it. And I'm like, okay. And then we're going through courses, and I'm like, hey, I used to do that. Oh, that's what that is. That's what they call it, promo,
Mm-hmm.
a drop,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And I'm like, oh wow, okay. So it was like being in the playground.
Well, thank you for giving us over 20 years, you know,
uh,
of phenomenal radio. And again, thank you. If I can speak for all the independent artists, thank you for giving us a platform from, the top of my head to the bottom of my heart to the bottom of my feet. Thank you so much for giving us that platform. Salute to you.
so yeah, but thank you for giving me something to put on the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because I mean, honestly, without my audience, without you independent artists,
Mm.
it wouldn't be possible for me to do what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So y'all give me the ammo. You know what I'm saying, to
Yeah.
put out there.
Yeah.
So we do this together. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you. I appreciate all the independent artists out there that send me music. I get so much music now. It's
Yes.
a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that I've been running for 6 years.
Oh my God.
You know?
6 years. Blessings to you.
Yeah, and it's
Blessings.
paying off, because they say that a business will fall in 4 years.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I'm 2 years over that.
And it's going to only get better. Now you're starting to put together productions, events, concerts.
Yeah.
We see you're a man for the people. You're out there in the community, help sponsoring the community concerts and things of that nature. I mean, you out here doing it. You're out here doing it.
You got to give.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not. It's about paying dues
Yep.
too. You got to pay your dues because you have to recognize who put you where you are.
Come on.
And without them, you wouldn't be nothing.
Okay.
You wouldn't be nowhere.
Okay.
So I'm always open to my audience. I'm always open to my independent artists. And y'all are phenomenal. I'm telling you. One thing I love about the independent artists is that it's an untapped market.
Mm.
It's not fixed. It's not sounding like Babyface or what I'm saying, another Beyonce or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's untapped music. It's y'all.
Yeah.
It's your it's music.
And it's
like music should be.
And it's getting stronger and stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We have a caller on the line. Someone wants to talk to you. Aziz, are you there?
I am. I'm here.
Aziz, what's up, man? The pulmonologist, what's
brother?
up?
What is up, man? I couldn't pass this up, man. Like I wanted to hear some more about you and learn some stuff for you. I watch you on social media. I watch your moves. I try to learn what I can from you. But when I found out that I'll actually be able to, listen to your interview and like hear you speak, man, I was like, I just got excited. I was gonna wait a little bit later, but y'all started talking about the swimming truck and all that. I had to get in on that. And,
okay.
So. I just wanted to, give you your flowers while you're here and just, let you know that, I am a fan and I try to learn what I can from you on social media.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. You know, you can always reach out to me, man. That's all you gotta do. I'm only an email away. You know, I show love to all my people. You know, because we got to.
Yeah,
You know,
I see that.
it's about fellowship. You know, it's about fellowship the way it should be. You know, we need
Right,
to look
right.
out for each other. We have to look out for each other, especially when it comes to this market, you know. And I see it taking off, and it's a beautiful thing. That's more independent, more than ever. You know, that means you don't
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
be fixed or doctored up by these record companies anymore, these record execs.
Right.
So
Exactly.
yeah, man.
Exactly.
You know, hey,
I agree wholeheartedly, brother.
Well, thank you, Aziz, for calling in. We, you know, you can stick around
I
if
know
you'd
you
like.
don't think I'm finna get out of here without spitting a quick piece.
We don't have time for that at this second
Oh, you
because
ain't fine. Okay.
we're bringing in another
Oh,
guest.
yeah,
We're
that's
bringing in
right. That's right. Y'all
Cocaine.
did the
But
other lady. Okay.
if we, you know, we're probably gonna go overtime. So, you know, you can definitely do it before we get off of here. But we
Oh, no,
got.
it's gonna be too late then. Oh, no, I got an attitude. No, I'm just kidding.
But we
you
got.
gotta start it, man.
If I can't spit it now, damn it, I don't want to spit it. No, I'm just kidding. No, you know, I know
Yeah.
how it goes.
Yeah.
You know, I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, congratulations, my brother. Good to hear from you. I'm just gonna
Thank you.
sit back and
Good to
learn
hear
what
from
I
you
can
too,
from
man. Keep in touch with me, man.
And again, for you listeners out there,
I will.
if you want to, that call-in number is 646-378-0355, and then press 1 to chat it up with us, ask any questions. Ron, can we get you to stick around a little bit? Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just a
I'll
little
hang around.
bit.
I'll hang around.
Yeah, just a little bit. You know, we're going to have a good time. It's all brotherly love and sisterly love here. And, you know, this wasn't by mistake that I had both of you guys on. You know, you're the platform. And then you'll get into cocaine and you'll see, you know, why it's you know, that entrepreneurship, that pioneership is relative when it comes to you all. So you know, he's the you know, you're the plug, and then there's the, you know, the I don't want to,
Right.
you know, I don't want to, what do I want to say, like, you know, you got the innie, you got the plug, you know what I mean, like, you know, you know, the antidote, you know, or whatever. But yeah, just stick around for a little while, and whenever you need to go, we're not gonna hold you hostage. But before we switch gears here, let us know what you have coming up next. You know, what projects you're working on, and then let the people know where they can contact you at and your website.
Okay, well, next year we're working on putting together a concert series here in Detroit, which I would love for you to be a part of. You know, so we're gonna have to talk about that. But yeah, we're you know, we doing every like second and fourth of month, Sunday of the month, we do. I've been doing the farmers market. It's an ongoing thing until October.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're in the Detroit area, come check us out. It's the Jefferson Chalmers Farmers Market, 905 Mesquite, every in about another, not this Sunday, but the next following Sunday. I don't have a calendar in front of me. But yeah, you can reach me at wrjrjams.wixsite.com/WRJR network, wrjrjams.wixsite.com/WRJR network, or you just hit my email at wrjrjams@gmail. wrjrjams@gmail. Check us out. We got 2 stations. I got 2 stations. I have WRJR Real Jazz Radio, WRJR Jams. That's where you can check out Amir. The song just should be on there. Yeah, my song is still "Love You Back." That's my jam. My jam. Yeah, we got a mirror on there. We got my man Aziz on there too. As a matter of fact, doing his poetry. You know? So the jam station is open to artists, you know, and so is the jazz station. You know, and we're also a chart reporting station, which means you can collect your royalties.
That's right.
I do have another network called WRJRnetwork.com.
Okay.
Now that is the chart reporting station. So I actually have 3 stations.
Yes. Congratulations.
So
Come on, hand
thank you.
clap.
It's growing. It's growing because of your support and your love and your material. So all my independent artists out there, keep doing what you do. Nobody can do it like you.
Yes.
You know, and don't fall to the stereotypes.
Okay.
Do what you do. Just do you.
Yes.
Just do it.
Yes. Well, thank you, Ron. Thank you so much. Kick back with us for a minute. We're going to bring none other than OG Kokane on right about now. What up, OG? You in the building? Got you. I think I can hear you now. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello. How you doing?
All is well. We're so happy to have you.
Thanks for having me on.
We've been talking about legends and pioneering and pioneership and entrepreneurship and getting out here and focusing on your dreams and your goals and make manifest. We've been talking about that, so I think you not only fit in that category, but you're a front runner when it comes to that. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. How about yourself?
Man, all is well. We're excited on this Sunday.
Cool. That's cool.
We like to have legends around us. It makes us feel good. Makes us feel like we're doing something.
Well, y'all make us feel good. We still here to bring that magic. So I appreciate that.
Yes, yes. You guys, I know that there are so many of you listening and watching, and you guys already know who Kokane is. You've either probably collabed with him at some point in your life, worked with him, watched him on stage, utilized his record label, dealt with some of his artists, or just shook his hand. I know you know. But for those of you that don't know, let me be the first. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you the phenomenal, the legendary OG Kokane. Y'all give him a hand clap.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Very kind words.
Yeah.
But
I ain't lying.
Just regular folk.
You used to see how you go. They have to come on humble, Tony. You know how they gonna do. They gonna come on humble, and then by the end of this, we gonna see that he didn't have to be humble.
But I appreciate this, though.
Yes,
real talk.
Yes. We appreciate you for coming on and spending some time with us on this Sunday. We want to get all into your business. We want to dig all into your business. For those, I know, you're a pioneer of gangster hip hop. And for those of them that don't know you, we want to kind of share your story with them. And first, I want to start out with, where you from? Where are you hailing from?
Well, I was originally born in South Bronx, New York.
All right.
But moms and pops, moved back to California because my pops was, he's a legend in the music industry as well. He worked for Motown.
Yes.
And some of his works include Just My Imagination by Temptation.
Yeah.
Papa Was a Rolling Stone, worked with Marvin Gaye, Supremes, just a slew of hits. So music was always embedded in my DNA. So when we moved to California, since we're a music orientated family, it just was like, second nature.
Okay.
Music was always there, plus, my grandparents was highly on jazz, and it just was the best of both worlds, growing up really in the 70s and 80s to where it was the humble beginnings of hip hop, just as well as, being saturated with good soul music, good funk music.
Yep.
So it was like a big pot of gumbo. And, that was my humble surroundings right there.
Well, I understand where you get it from now, I'm from Detroit. Our other guest, Ron, he's from Detroit. He's in Detroit right now. He's a DJ and a radio host and network owner in Detroit, and live right down the street from Motown. I went to Northwestern right down the street from Motown, Hitsville, USA, baby.
Yes. yes.
So it's in our bones. And so now we are all kindred spirits here. Okay, so we family. I can relax now. We family. Okay. And from the Bronx, now I understand where it comes from. So obviously you grew up inside the hip hop era. So how'd you get bit by the bug? What happened? I mean, were you on the street corner, beatbox and what happened. Tell me the beautiful story about when the music and hip hop touched your soul.
Well, I didn't know too much about New York.
Mm-hmm.
I was shorty, like infant.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm Cali bred.
Yeah.
And it's ironic because some of the great West Coast pioneers like Tupac and Ice-T come directly from the East Coast.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm proud of my roots. But
Yeah.
Growing up in California,
Mm-hmm.
that's where you learn to get your language, your
Mm-hmm.
styles,
Mm-hmm.
and everything else. And I grew up in a city called Pomona, California,
Okay.
of course.
Yes.
And cats like Sugar Shane Mosley, the boxer,
Mm-hmm.
Above the Law. Cats like Sugar Free and myself, we
Yeah.
come from that particular city.
Mm.
And everything that you want to know about Kokane,
Mm-hmm.
Also came from that city, down from hustling,
Mm-hmm.
down to the hard times, the
Mm-hmm.
good times, etc.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about Eazy-E
Mm-hmm.
is that he gave cats like us outside the city of Compton, brothers from Pomona, gave us our chance of a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Once Above the Law got put on, and then eventually I got put on. It was just a beautiful thing to be embraced. What you work so hard for, and especially coming from a musical background. So, Easy gave us a chance of a lifetime in '89, and took us to London. That was the first and only NWA tour, and it allowed me to see some things, outside of the scope of being in the studio with my father.
Okay.
It allowed me to like say, wow, it had that wow factor, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a beautiful thing, man, to be able to be, introduced just as well as be a disciple, a participant, a writer, and put out my music through Ruthless Records. So it was incredible, humble beginning right there.
So from what I understand you to say, was it your father that influenced you the most, being in the studio with him? Because I wanted to, we always want to know, when did that bug hit you? See, I remember mine. I was 5, and my father was like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? How do you know you could sing like that?" So what was that? What was that thing? What was that moment for you? We love that. What was that moment?
Being in the studio around him, my uncle Willie Hutch, who's incredible, gifted musician. His works include, writing for the Jacksons, I'll Be There, ABC, and did a slew of movie scores from the Mac. Brothers Gonna Work It Out. So I knew I wanted to do music really when I was like around your age. Going into the studio and seeing the whole running board looking like a UFO and the mothership, I know this is what I wanted to do.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I would say around your age, the bug really hit me, and I did a lot of talent shows. Because one thing my pops told me, he said, "Yeah, it's cool to be inspired by me and learn some of my attributes and gifts that I show you." But he always told me, don't live in my shadow. Create your own identity.
Yes, that's beautiful.
And that really stuck with me, because that same thing applies to my children, which makes them have their own identity of their own. So, see, that's what I was able to do, and got into a fortunate positions, like Eric Wright allowed me to do me. You know what I'm saying? Kokane.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, we want to continue celebrating you here, and we put together just a little homage video of some of the things that we've seen you do from the past, and even some that's current. So we just want to show the people what you've been up to.
Right on.
All right, check this out.
What's in my fridge? Oh, what's this? Ooh, lettuce, tomato, cocaine Miracle Whip. Oh, what's this? Oh, damn. A song is not a song without the good taste of cocaine Miracle Whip on it. Make sure your bread spread, made by Kraft. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Like your No artificial insemination. I don't bow down to no one. There's only one cocaine. Big drum beater. Yeah, kitty, come. Big drum feminize. What's that funky smell? Somebody must have shit it. You smell. But you know I'm afraid of more. Deep, sat on the wall. I didn't mention. That's why you celebrate fall. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Right up on my back stroke. Me and the back joke. Monkey was a funky. Monkey was a funky. Right up on my back stroke.
Ain't nothing wrong with different styles of music, but this is real hip hop. Man, tell this little kid, man.
Hey man, hip hop is the freedom of expression, but you gotta keep it in perspective. What we're gonna do right now is show you how we do our brand of hip hop.
Man, you ready to learn? Come on, nephew. Let me show you some real hip hop.
We got Cool Rock Ski in the place to be. And cocaine, put a stain on your brain. We gon' take it back to the future with this shit. This is real hip hop. Let the 6-4 drop. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. All this scratching is making me itch. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. To all the real B-boys, just kick it.
This your player partner, your OG partner, the legendary Kokane. And check out my 2 brand new hot singles, Monkey Wasn't Funky and Don't Make Me Shit. Burning up the streets right now, but you can only get it at www.buddyboymusic.com. That's www.buddyboymusic.com. And make sure you get the brand new singles, Monkey Wasn't Funky and Don't Make Me Shit. Off the upcoming album, Give Me 5 on the black hand side. The new Kokane project, you heard? Coming soon. Tap in. Man, we keeping the funk alive.
Yes, yes, and yes.
I appreciate that.
Just a small celebration of you. We don't even have enough time to do you justice, but just a little small celebration of you. And again, thank you for your contribution to art. You know, it's important, you know, putting that love into the universe, that music, that art, that creativity.
Right.
We
Love
need
that
it.
West Coast, man. I always love that West Coast.
Man, much love, fam. I appreciate that too, sister.
Yeah.
Much love, brother.
Yeah. You know, we see you've been all over the world with your music and back. Even, you know, I was, you know, I was saying gangster hip hop, but I kind of was, you know, hesitant to say it because just looking through your history, there's just a wide array of music. You know, I feel like he even got something for the kids. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I got a big family. You know, me and my wife. We actually been together 38 years and got 8 wonderful children. And you know, glory to God for that.
Yes.
You know, we firm believer of the man upstairs, and that would, you know, that keeps us afloat at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Is to be able to, you know, inspire generations. Number one, your family.
Yeah.
And to carry a rich legacy. You know what I'm saying? To let everybody know, you know, through our lives and, you know, being able to be here this long and to be able to accept the flowers from all the great, incredible fans and just genuine people.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a blessing, you know, so at the same time, you know, I can contribute everything to just one word, love. You know,
That's
the
right.
fans kept me afloat.
Mm-hmm.
They kept me encouraged, kept us,
Mm-hmm.
you know, kept that confidence
Mm-hmm.
going at a time to when this is one of the most brutal industries to be in
Mm-hmm.
is the music game. So we just blessed at the end of the day. I got kids that are singing now and,
Yeah, we gonna get into that. I'm
into the
hey,
business.
I'm
So
driving this. I'm driving this train. We gonna get
yes,
into that.
yes, ma'am.
We
Yes,
gonna get
ma'am.
into that.
Yes, ma'am. But all I'm just saying is just, you rejoice every time you get
Yeah,
a chance.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. We gonna show them off here. We got you. We got you covered.
For
We
sure.
real thorough over
For
here. We
sure.
got you covered. So you know what? You have a single called "Hush."
Right.
Yes, we wanna play that for the people,
Okay.
and we'll be back, and then we can talk about your beautiful wife and your
Right
family
on.
and your
Right
daughter
on.
that's actually in the industry as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's get into "Hush."
Ain't nothing wrong with different styles of music, but this is real hip hop. Man, tell this little kid, man.
Hey man, hip hop is the freedom of expression, but you gotta keep it in perspective. What we're gonna do right now is show you how we grew up in the hip hop.
Man, you ready to learn? Come on, nephew. Let me show you some real hip hop.
We got Cool Rock Ski in the place to be. And cocaine, put a stain on your brain. We gon' take it back to the future with this shit. This is real hip hop. Let the 6-4 drop. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. All this scratching is making me itch. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. To all the real B-boys, just kick that shit. I rock with Cool Rock Ski, I'm not for cool in the gang. In California, we bang, and we be serving them things. From the left of the coast, we be doing the most. Champagne for breakfast, so let's take a toast. To New York City, where hip-hop was created. We took it back to Cali, and radio played it. Hitting them switches, keeping it gangster. Dipping through the city, knocking fat boy bangers. Back in the 80s, when it was real in the field, I had a fresh Seville, and I was dressed to kill. Went to the party, the homies is bugging. Some niggas is faded, some niggas is thugging. Grab a fire, little mama, get your two-step on. The break dance and pop lock to your favorite song. Man, I miss those days like Rick the Ruler. Take it back to the past and bring it back to the future. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip-hop, so fuck what you heard. All this scratching is making me itch. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip-hop, so fuck what you heard. To all the real B-boys, just kick that shit. That's true. To see how hip-hop changed, the game became strange and just ain't the same. We used to have fun at the hip-hop jams. Grab the microphone and watch the boy go ham. I got my old school feelers, fresh in my Adidas. I'm a real B-boy rocking that big drum beat. A microphone massacre, I'm ready for battle. Part the Red Sea and move the crowd like cattle. Get your elbows off the table, this ain't a fable. Shout out to the architects of rap that made it able. All you new booty MCs better do your homework. How you love hip-hop and don't know Cool Herc. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. Sugar Hill Gang kept the party alive. Curtis Blow, to name just a few names. I rock with Cool Rock Ski, I'm not for cool in the game. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip-hop, so fuck what you heard. All this scratching is making me itch. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip-hop, so fuck what you heard. To all the real B-boys, just kick that shit.
I stay fresh, dressed like $1,000,000. I walked around New York with my jewelry untucked. You out of your mind if you ever try to stick 'em. Stick 'em, ha ha ha, stick 'em. That's Cool Rock, original fat boys. Stop playing. And I'm back with the West Coast OG Kokane, the real hip hop. From day to dark, when Cool Herc started this in the parks. Africa, Bambaataa at the Roxy, y'all. Salute to the one Grand Wizard Theodore. Poppers and lockers, let me see what you got. It's the boy Kokane and my name's Cool Rock. Yeah, east to the west, of course we're fresh. Oh, you thought that we were rotten? Huh, I beg your pardon, too old to be rapping. That's truly absurd. This This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. All this scratching is making me itch. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. This is real hip hop, so fuck what you heard. To all the real B-boys, just kick that shit.
Yes. Yes. Congratulations on that. That's a bop.
I appreciate that.
So I know you can get asked this question all day, but I'm going to ask it. Kuroski, how did that collaboration come about?
Well, one day I was online, and I seen him do an interview with my boy Soren Baker.
Okay.
And, they was one of my all-time favorite groups, You couldn't get no bigger than them, Houdini, Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Run DMC.
Yeah.
Curtis Blow at that time. They was the first one to kick off the Fresh Press. I mean, they was definitely an intricate part of furthering and expanding hip hop in this first place. But when it comes to the hood, man, we was banging the Fat Boys.
Yeah, yeah.
So I reached out to him and he responded back, and I was surprised because you don't know. He was like, man, you talking about Kokane, the one that's on the hooks? That was his response.
Yes.
And the brother got back and I shot him the beat, DJ, not DJ, but the Chill from Compton's Most Wanted and the Dirty OGs did the beat. And we shot it to him and he bust that 16 on there, and it was just like, wow, man. It's like you never left, man. It's like, when you get older in the game, sometimes you can kind of lose your skills along the way.
Yeah.
But Kool Rock Ski was just like he was back in 1986, 87. So, we flew out there, did the video. My sons and my nephew did the video because we do things like a family.
A family. Come on, talk about it.
Yeah,
exactly.
The twins. And, the video came out proper and people took to it because, also it has, more of a sentimental value to it because the recent passing of Prince Marky D.
Yes.
Untimely.
Rest in peace.
You know what I mean? And him and Buff, and he's like the last remaining member.
Yes.
So it really allowed us to go out to New York and see where it all happened for the Fat Boys. And it's incredible history. And, I was honored.
Yes.
That he want to participate, with what we did and where I came from. And it just fit more than the OJ glove, put it like that.
Come on. And y'all look like y'all was having a good time too,
Yeah, we let our hair down and we ain't even got none.
Stop playing. But the vibe was good. The synergy was there. It was coming through the video, that energy.
Yeah, that was tight, man. That was real tight. I like that. For real, that's
I
the West
appreciate
Coast.
that.
I love that West Coast, man. Ain't nothing like it.
Yeah, and it's cool, to have East Coast and West Coast come together from our era, because a lot of misconceptions out there is bull crap at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we basketball players. You break your knees or you slow down. No, there's no expiration date on good music. So you see what Jadakiss did at the Verses with the Locks and Jim Jones. Hip hop has really been a missing element for a minute because of gossip orientated and the internet putting all kind of things on steroids. It kind of lost us in the shuffle. But I just think music lovers, hip hop lovers, soul and funk all over the world. That they really starting to revert back to, you got to have bars, you got to have talent.
Yeah.
You just can't auto-tune your way out of everything. You know what I'm saying? So,
the submissions I get, I don't mean to cut you off, man, but the submissions I get, man, from some of these artists that say they can rap, there's no structure in it. And I'm like, okay, I can't play that. I can't play that.
Yeah. So I just think, people, and we just can't say our generation because there's youngsters out there that are incredible
Oh yeah.
musicians,
Yeah.
talented,
Yeah. I
but they
believe
get
it.
so muttered because they're only certain companies are blocking off a section and
Mm-hmm.
want to continue that redundant frequency of perpetuating ignorance or
Yeah.
whatever it is without no balance.
Yeah.
But the world, you know what I'm saying? Turn off the television for a minute and tap into the world.
Mm-hmm.
You realize, man, there's people really hungry for real musicianship, and, bars. So, it's just something you know, to say move over trap music, move over mumble, and get some of this real hardcore hip hop because this is where it came from.
And it's all around the world too. Don't get it twisted. Everywhere I've been,
But it's nice to
hip.
know that the OG still got it and coming back with something. You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
Hip
Right.
hop is definitely
praise to
alive
you,
and
man.
well.
Praise to you,
Alive
brother,
and well.
for bringing that hip hop, man, for real.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
One of the founding fathers, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. It's
Sure.
definitely still alive and well, and it's all over the world. You can go in the deepest jungles in Africa and still find hip hop. So
Yeah.
I mean, and it's I'm not saying that the sound, because people think pop has a sound.
Mhm.
Pop doesn't really have a sound. Pop is being popular, and so hip hop has it has became pop in that way, not the sound. I'm not trying
Right.
to
Right.
insult hip hop in any kind of way, but
Right.
it is
Absolutely.
it is the popular music all around the world. Actually, I want to say this: it's world music. It's world
There you
music.
go.
Everywhere you go,
Yeah.
it's what's popping. It's what gets the party started and keep the party started.
Yeah.
It's celebratorial. We
Absolutely. It's the
definitely want.
gospel.
Yeah, we want to celebrate and we want to dance. And we want to we want to worship. And that's what we do. And
Yeah.
hip hop is at the helm of that. It's taken over.
Amen.
I remember in school, when I was young in school, they used to say, hip hop is the only place that didn't have or the only music that didn't have a place in history. And I remember being a little girl standing up and say, but it will. But it will.
Yeah. Yeah.
It definitely
Yeah.
has a place
Preach.
in history.
That's real.
So we want to get into your family, and first I want to start off by talking about the boss, the commander in chief in your life, your business partner, your life partner, your soul partner, your soul mate, your twin flame, your everything. Because I know that's what she's doing over there, that queen.
Oh,
So
man. Anything else is uncivilized. Sister. Real talk.
I definitely want you to speak on your family, but especially that beautiful wife of yours, how you guys actually met, and tell the people how long you guys been together. I know it's been quite some time, and how this partnership worked out to where she can be your partner, your business partner, your life partner. That's a huge accomplishment in itself. So speak on
Oh, where can I start? That's my world. That's my everything. Um, we met years ago, of course, actually 37 years ago. The new year that's coming up, it'll be 38.
it.
But
Wow.
we met in Montclair, and it's just like, you know, something divine took place when I met my, my
Mm-hmm.
queen.
Mm.
And we did it the old school way.
Yeah.
It was different from this generation, but we believed in courting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
court in a relationship. It wasn't just overnight. We didn't have cell phones to get in our way.
Yeah.
We didn't have all this stuff.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
So we took our time and we would talk, and I was courting her for years. I would go see her over the years, and God made sure that she didn't get into no real serious relationship,
That's beautiful.
vice versa.
Yeah.
And it was all organic. And I took her to, the greatest lady that raised me, that was my grandmother.
Oh. Yeah.
And I did it the right way.
Yeah.
And grandmother said, yeah,
All right.
that's the one. So after I got back from London in '89 on the NWA tour,
Mm-hmm.
I just knew it was that time,
Yeah.
something, was pulling me, and I know that was God.
Yeah.
And it's a trip because I knew that was my soulmate because years ago I had a vivid dream, no
Mhm.
bull crap.
Mhm.
And I rarely share this, but
Mhm.
I'm gonna share it now.
Please and thank you.
I had a dream we had twin boys
Oh wow.
when we
Okay.
was little.
All right.
I mean, when
Mm.
when I used to talk to my wife, so
Yeah.
I had this dream
Yeah.
that we had a big family
Yeah.
too.
Mm.
And our first kids was born on 420,
Wow.
identical twins.
Wow.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I knew
Yeah.
something was special.
Yes.
And like I said, we have eight wonderful children, and we're proud of that because none of them had to go through. I had to go through.
Mm.
None of them had to go
Mhm.
to jail. They got
Mhm.
records.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they know what struggle means.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And the importance of having a wife, especially a virtuous black queen,
Come on, talk about it.
is everything. You know what
Yes.
I mean?
Everything.
Because we put too much emphasis on males.
Hmm.
This is a male's
Come
world, but it
on.
really ain't.
It would be nothing
You know
without a
what I
woman.
mean?
Mhm.
Without her, she was
Mhm.
the glue that
Yeah.
held everything together.
Yeah. She was the first.
And she was a praying woman at
Yeah.
the same time. Here's
Yeah.
a woman, very beautiful, sacrificed her modeling career,
Mhm.
all these other architectural things put
Mhm.
on hold
Mhm.
because she was really into her man,
Mhm.
into her family.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Never
Mhm.
picked up a drink, never
Mhm.
picked up a smoke, never did
Mhm.
none of that.
Mhm.
And you wouldn't tell because it's in her and not on her. Good
Mhm.
sense of humor,
Mhm.
classy, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? And
Mhm.
that's what helped me in this roller coaster ride
Yeah.
because there's all kind of crazy satanic powers
Yep.
that are advancing towards you.
Mhm.
And if you don't have one there in that doorway, that was the realest nigga I knew, so to speak.
Mhm. Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know what I'm
I understand
saying?
what
The
you're
one that
saying.
smelling my breath every single
Yep.
day, putting up with my bullshit,
Yeah.
but really ain't putting up with my
Right.
bullshit
No. No.
because she's blessed with that vision. So,
Come on. Yep. It's a blessing.
once God broken me,
Mhm.
I had to be broken.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, that
Mhm.
was that was time for me to move on
Mhm.
when I heard the voice of God and
Yeah.
what my wife been telling me for years.
Yeah.
And I moved out of California. You couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna move, but I did some little time because I had to go back to the streets hustling, but got caught up again.
Okay.
But then that was a blessing for me
Mm.
because,
Set you down
that's
for a
where
minute.
Paul was blessed.
Mhm.
Paul was blessed
Mhm.
right there in the
Mhm.
prisons.
Mhm. Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I just moved to a place I really didn't know nothing about outside of, my travels in the past. Um, and wifey was like, "This our time now. You finally listen because God had to break you,
Mhm.
and you understand."
Mhm.
Or you was always running away from me when you knew I was here
Mhm.
for you.
Mhm.
So I stopped running.
Mhm.
And then, along the way, it was tough.
Yeah.
But then things start being more easier once I start cooperating and take the male chauvinistic
Hmm.
part off
Come
and
on.
put it in my pocket for a
You gonna bless
second.
somebody today. What you say?
Do
Say
you
that.
understand?
Say that one more time. You had to take off
Take
what?
take take that male chauvinistic cap off for a
Come on.
second
Come on.
and understand the greatest, as a
Yeah.
king,
Yeah.
the greatest thing that I could do is be a servant to
Come on.
her.
Come on.
So
Let's stop for a second. Okay. Go on and do that hand clap
yes,
thing
man.
that we do, Tony. Yes.
So
Come
and
on.
I stopped playing ding dong ditch with her
Yeah.
and said, "Baby, let's put this record company together
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you the realest person, and we need to not just set up a legacy for me.
Mm-hmm.
The legacy is set up to hand the baton down for our children."
That's right. That's right.
And it's been going on 14 years, sister,
Yeah.
and it's been beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't peaches and cream when it
Mm.
first started off,
Mm.
but see, that's when God tests you when you frame your first dollar.
Mm.
Are you gonna be ready?
Mm-hmm.
Or you gonna throw in the towel?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Pressure made things out of a diamond.
Mm.
Now 14 years, you know what I'm saying? We got our own Buddy Boy Digital.
Yeah.
We got our own platform.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it, it's a family orientated business.
Mm.
Like my kids did the web design,
Mm-hmm.
videos, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the good thing about mentoring you know, because now you can lead by example.
Yeah.
Now God can use you for the right things.
That's right.
And that's why I think we're still here being able to, you know, influence the next generation
Yeah. Yeah.
that is just bombarded by a bunch of frequencies that
Yeah.
is going to keep them in that redundant box. No, we want to be able to say, okay, we don't want to be a puzzle piece because the whole puzzle piece because God is.
That's right.
But let us be a powerful cornerstone.
Huh.
That's good enough for us.
That's right. That's right. You got the word in your mouth too. Yes. Yes,
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is. And so she gave you how many beautiful children?
8 born natural.
Yes. Yeah.
Now that's a woman.
Yeah.
The spirit of Harriet Tubman.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The grace of Maya Angelou.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Never told, never snitched.
Yeah.
And told somebody off when she had to. Stood in the doorway one time in front of a bullet. The dude had to just butter down. You know what I'm saying? That's that type of woman.
That's what I'm talking about.
There.
That type
So
of beautiful black woman.
I salute her
Yeah.
because, you know, I salute all women
Yeah.
that really, you know, we put a lot of emphasis on Father's Day. But hey, you should say Father's Day on Mother's Day because they holding it down.
Holding it down.
And
Sometimes
she
we
one
the
of
moms
them.
and the fathers.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to you, Mrs. Kokane. Say her name for us, please.
Alicia Long.
Alicia Long.
From Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh yeah. You know, my most of my family is from Cincinnati, Ohio, so we
That's
might be
cool.
kinfolk somewhere.
In a real way. But yeah, she's good. She's good, and she does. She's just business savvy. You
That's
know,
beautiful.
does all my publishing. She knows she's like an attorney.
That's beautiful.
And you know, it's
Yeah.
a beautiful thing. It's
Yeah.
empowering, especially to our daughters.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, we have 4 daughters. We have 4 boys and 4 girls.
Ooh,
So
that's beautiful.
you know, not you know, I tell a lot of people, yeah, the accolades is cool, but then that's just the catalyst. You know, to let them know about, hey, we do this as a family.
As a family. As a family.
Period.
Speaking of that, I want to highlight your daughter, Anissa Long. She's an R&B soul singer, as well as hip hop, as well. She has a single. She has a single out, correct?
Well, she has a couple things. Well, a lot of things out. I've been baiting her on my projects because I
Sure
understood.
again, Tony.
I understood the scope of the music industry. You know what I mean? And she used to always say, "Dad, put out an album." I used every year. I used to be like, "No, I'll put you on these singles." And it was frustrating. But she understand from a coach point of view, I had to do that. I could not make it easy on you on purpose for your purpose. So she's 25 years old, about to come out with an album.
Yes.
You know, her nickname is called Young Colombiana.
Young Colombiana.
And
she's
she
beautiful.
really grew into that person that I knew she would be.
Yeah.
But I had to make sure, is this what you want?
Yeah.
Don't. Your daddy and your granddaddy is one thing.
There's another picture. Sure.
But what you gonna do?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she worked it out, and she's an incredible talent, and she also is really in tune to the business because more so than the talent, I wanted to let her understand what the schematics of her business is.
Come on. Yeah.
And that's the most important part, to empower a young lady, especially a young Black female.
Yeah.
Is the talent is cool, but what's going on with your business? So we're very proud of our children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
show the website.
It wasn't an easy ride, but that was a great thing for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you've been talking about the label. We just want to show the website really quick. You know, we're proud of you too. We're proud of your family as well. I personally believe you're doing it the right way, the best way. You know, implement the children, raise them up. You know, so they won't stray. You know, if they do, they'll come back to the roots.
Yeah, we ain't going out like that.
Nope.
We good folk.
Yeah. And you guys are out here doing it. And, you know, even though I know your career has been major and you've dealt with major people, major labels, major artists, you still move in that independent way. And that's what we over here. We, you know, in 2020 Vision, we independent, baby.
I'm trying to tell you, Buddy Boy Entertainment. And
know.
the coolest thing, sister, like, you know, all this is an illusion. There's a
Yeah.
lot of robots going on. There's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of like
Bots. Yeah.
just
Mm-hmm.
fake shit going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Pay
You
like you
know what
weigh.
I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Pay to play. Yeah. Yeah.
And all that. But
Mm-hmm.
let the music, speak for itself. Let that write a blank check.
Come on.
Let your ideas put a company together where it's on the way to be a billionaire.
Come on.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's teaching these kids business etiquette
Mm-hmm.
and teaching them patience at the same time that
Mm-hmm.
nothing happens overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And if you really, really, really want to be in a competitive business, because we should push each other like the Olympics.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. To
know what I'm
push each other to
saying?
be better.
Steel sharpens steel.
That's right. Iron sharpen
Then
iron. Yep.
then you got to know it's always 85% of that aspect, which
Hmm.
is business
Yep.
as opposed to talent.
Yep.
And that's something that we definitely introduced in front of our kids, that nobody owes you shit. You got to work
You got
hard
to work
for it.
hard for it.
And
Come
if
on.
you want it, I'm going to push you, but I ain't going to make it easy on you.
I love
You know
that.
what I mean?
I
So
love
if
that.
you ain't had it easy, feel like you in the blessed position you could ever be in your life if you
Mm-hmm.
ain't had it easy,
Mm-hmm.
because that means you almost there to your goal.
Yeah. You want
Keep
more.
going on.
You want more. You want more. You're hungry. You're hungry. And speaking of music, speaking of good music, speaking of keeping on putting it into the universe, I want to play another single by you. It's called "Hard in the Paint."
Oh wow.
All right, we're gonna play that,
Wow.
and then we'll be back and we'll talk to some callers and some chatters.
All right.
All righty.
I don't know what you've been told, but we came here to funk your soul. And if we do not come correct, you don't have to funk with it. Sound off.
Greetings from Dr. Kokane, artist funkster of my time. Taking a big ka-dunk-a-dunk. It's that booger-nose funk. Welcome back to the Black Unity Triangle. We control your horizontal and your vertical. Put it in motion like Billy Ocean. Straight West Coasting.
Glory, hallelujah, it's Dr. Kokane. I was born to funk, yeah, the hardest funkster of my time. From Southern California, some say it never rained. I used to work on that corner, and now I'm slinging that legal cocaine. I got this feeling and it's crazy when I'm out there pushing the line. You can't fight the feeling. My funk will get you so high, baby. It's the soundtrack to a gangster's life. It's sorta like a blockbuster. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. I stay on my hustle, you know I'm on my grind. Music for the ghetto, that's how a real nigga push that line. Look what's banging in my trunk, and you know it can never be bought. In case y'all didn't all know, where the architects OG I got this feeling and it's crazy. You know I'm above that line. You must keep it gangsta. My funk will get you so high, baby. It's the soundtrack to a gangster's life. It's a blockbuster. We go hard in the paint. Fuck what you think, put paint where it ain't. We go hard in the paint. G out. What you think? Good paint where it ain't. Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, I like that.
We go hard in the paint.
Yeah.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. What say you, Ron? I know you got you want to say something. I see you over there.
Yeah, I mean, hey, that's hot, man. It really is. It really is. What's I got a question.
Yeah.
What's the formula that you put into your production? I mean, where do you get that from?
I mean, our funk fathers, funk sisters, anything that is old school,
Right.
Even the white boys in the '80s was cold.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Players and Talking Heads, and anything that is
Right.
that can hit your soul
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is that I'm inspired by. But see, we were inspired by Parliament and the Funkadelic, and I always dreamed of doing songs with them. But we were inspired by the P Funk, but we didn't want to call ourselves P Funk babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
we're inspired by them just as well as my uncles and my father. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we turn it around and we call it G Funk.
Okay.
We are the architects of the style of music
Okay.
that years later, through the pioneers, of course, the late great Nate Dogg and Warren G and etc. But we're the actual inventors of the style of music called G Funk.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
I
all right.
know. Yeah, the origins of that, man. We know where that came from. Definitely.
yeah, so that particular record, man, if it ain't no substitution for good and it's funky, put those elements out.
Yeah.
You could go back to the stylistics and the dramatics and the whispers,
Mm-hmm.
and it still sound good to this day because
Mm-hmm.
ain't no expiration date on good music.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
That's right.
one thing that we want to continue to, keep our two step on.
That's right.
Is we're gonna give you, and there's enough room for
For
everything,
everything.
all your, but at the same time, this is what era we come from.
That's right.
But
We
you
come
haven't
from the
missed
funk.
you haven't missed a lick, man. You haven't missed a lick at all.
Nah, I appreciate that, brother. Funk not only moves, it can remove.
Remove.
And I heard that personally from Uncle George and Uncle Bootsy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, and that's what it is. At the end of the day, I think, soul music, hip hop, real bars, funk music, it's timeless.
Yeah.
Period.
That's for sure.
Well, again, that call-in number, you guys, is 646-378-0355. And press 1 if you want to chat with Kokane. We got him here for, about 25 more minutes, And he's in the building. He's as you can see, he's not only giving us knowledge and dropping jewels, but he's uncovering some things for us as well. And he got that word in his mouth. We love it here. We love, life, and light here. So he's spreading plenty of it for us. So let's open up these phone lines. Again, that number is 646-378-0355. And if you also want to chat with us, we got you live on IG. That's behind the scenes. That's to all my behind the scenes people. They don't like to watch front words, They like to come behind and see what we doing behind the scene. Y'all just nosy. But they're on here showing a lot of love as well. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And then we also have everyone on Facebook. Any chatters on Facebook, we want to shout out to y'all. Y'all know y'all show the most love. Facebook, y'all love us. So chat it up with us, and we're going to say it on air and ask questions that you may have on air for Kokane or even for Ron. And then also we're on Twitter, right? Twitter. Yep, we're on Twitter. And then later on, you can catch this on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, anywhere you like to listen. But yeah, let's open up the phone lines and see who we have. Aziz? Okay. Yeah. We have Aziz. Again, he is the CEO of Blog Talk, of Drip the Mic Network on Blog Talk Radio. And Aziz, you got a question for Kokane?
Definitely. First of all, shout out to you, my brother. Big fan, been for a long time, and like you really are one of the true pioneers of that G-Funk era. I'm a student and a fan of the G Funk era. Always has been. So it's just an honor, first of all, to have a chance to even be able to ask you a question.
Man, God bless you, King. Man, I appreciate the love and support.
Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. So, um, when I'm listening to you talk, right, and you talk about your projects and your music and things, I'm hearing this jubilee in your voice that you would hear from somebody that's releasing like their very first album ever in their life, right? I noticed that
Right.
you have an excitement and a vigor after all the years that you put in. You to this day, I still see that excitement and vigor or hear it when you speak. Does that come from like what you and your family is doing as far as your contributions to the music industry?
Oh, absolutely. That's a big part of it. God, number one, um, giving me the strength, to continue to use faith. Faith is a powerful element. And, it's something, nowadays you look around and you see things are so much like a matrix system, brother. You just thank God for the most simplest things in life because that's where the biggest blessings come through the simple things.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
absolutely.
too much of a rat race. And at the same time, this is a business, like Costco's or Walmart. It's a business, you know what I mean? And one thing that helped me navigate is being in touch with people that you can really trust. You know what I mean? And you know,
Mhm.
I've been blessed enough to, be through all this stuff, life-threatening situations, several occasion, and my
Right, right.
wife, number one God, but my wife and children were always there, and that's what helped ground my wire. Life will shock your ass if you don't ground your wire. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
So,
That's real.
that ground my wire, and we have fun. We don't go to sleep no more mad at each other. You know
That's
what I'm
beautiful.
saying? And
Yep.
we pray together, and those that
Yep.
pray together stay
Stay
together.
together.
So
Mm.
that's what helped me through this crazy ride, through this COVID, through everything. I mean, we just got over COVID, brother. That
Mm.
lets you know we hard in the
Right.
paint on just everyday living.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who
Yeah.
we are. We it's the same,
Yeah.
and we're just very grateful to be able to show success, but at the same time, give God the glory and show him that, hey, man, it's okay, man, to do what you're doing. But who are you? You know what I'm saying? Where's your family at? What's going on with that? Because that's one thing that we need in the game again is balance.
Family.
And I think God could continue to use us by perpetuating that balance,
Yeah.
so to speak.
Absolutely. I agree. Absolutely, man. Thank you for that answer. That was a wonderful answer. Thank you for that.
You got it, King.
All right. Thank you, Aziz. We got any other caller on the line? No other caller. Okay. All right. We gonna move right along. Now you are known, Cocaine in the industry. One of the things that you're known from, one of the very many things that you're known for, is the most collaborations ever in hip hop. So I'm kind of goofy. I'm kind of a nerd a little bit. So I came up with this game called Name That Collab. Name that collab.
Okay.
You've done so much.
Mhm.
You've done so much in your history. I just wondered if you remember everything. So we're going to put it to the test. We're
Let's
going to put
go.
it to the test. Okay, so we have 3 songs for them. We're going to just play a few seconds of the songs, starting with number 1. And we want you to name that collab, who you're with, and the name of the song. Okay?
Let's go.
All right. Turn it up some. That's enough.
Oh, that's super simple, man. That's Mr. Grand Hustler. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I ain't, no. No disrespect against Ti, but the real grand hustler was Mr. E40.
Come on.
Still is.
Yes.
That's with him and my boy Justified, who does the fathers in hip hop. Man, that's an incredible old school classic record right there.
Yeah. Let it play just a little bit more. We will let them hear the just a couple of.
Don the dust, slack it in your Mac, come to us.
Hey.
I can't complain, I'm piping out, deep in the game. All you do is toss it up, then you throw it out. Throw it out.
That's that cut right there.
All right. Okay. You doing good so far. It's just number one. We gonna get you though. We gonna get you. Okay. Play the next tune.
In these times of hate and pain, we need a remedy to help us through the rain. Can't you see? I'm straight up G. Shit, fuck you niggas. You can fuck with me. Oh, come on. Make a pimp wanna jump back, bitch, and fuck that. Shit, I'm qualified to knock a hoe no matter wherever I go. Excuse me, partner, this the pimpin'.
That's a no-brainer right there. That's that last meal. That's Bring It On. Snoopy.
Yeah.
My compadre, Sugar Free.
Yes.
And your boy Coca.
Yes. Give him a hand clap. He go get you. I almost thought I had you because you was looking for a minute. See, I let him play it too long.
That's an incredible project, though. I was happy to be on that last meal.
Mm-hmm.
Still to this day, it sounds marvelous.
It does. They all bops, They all bops. I'm a believer.
Good looking.
Bang bumps. I mean, straight up, all the stuff you just bump.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. That was analog, nowadays, analog.
That's why I was so warm.
Yeah. Yeah. We were still on that 2-inch tape.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was so warm. Feels so good.
Those days, Tascam, door broke on it. Analog tape. Yeah, bouncing tracks wherever. Yeah. Buttons stick. Some buttons didn't work.
Yeah, man. Them were the days. But you know what? I still use 2-inch tape, half-inch tape. We still use the Fender board.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because nothing can't replace them sounds. They too, like you were saying, sister, they warm sounds. And a lot of stuff you hear, when you put it on iTunes, it kind of diminishes
sounds digital.
The quality.
Yeah, it sounds digital. Mm-hmm.
Digital can never compare to analog.
Mm-hmm. And we've all used iTunes in some kind of way as an effect or whatever, but the thing that I don't like about it is when it's too digitized. You know what I mean? It's like, I know that that's a sound and I know that's an effect, but when it's like just riding the whole track, I'm like, come on, y'all. Like, bring some, authentic, sound back to it, But I'm a R&B soul singer, so I still want that, I still want that feeling, that Motown, you know what I mean?
It loses its element, you know what I'm saying? There's an element to music, and you got the feelings, but then at the same time you lose the element.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sound.
All right, we got one more for you. One more. No, see, I told you can't play them. See, he already know now. Bulletproof 740 fever. Tipped $100 when the valet grabbed my keys. I'm running through this money like these hundreds is hey, turn it up, make that crack. You niggas is neither. You know the procedure. Hustle till we run out and count cash and re-up. Hot till we die, so it's motherfucker detox. And only thing we run is Louis belts through our Levi's. Catch me at the function, hopping out dumb thick. All these hoes wanna fuck, but all I got is one dick. Ex bitch, one more chance. All I need is one nip. And all my competition on some I can't even front shit. All right.
All I can say, incredible human being.
Yes.
I had a chance to experience and work with, incredible human beings such as Eazy-E, KMG, Nate Dogg, Mac Dre, Jay Dilla, even the Jacker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then the late great Nipsey Hussle,
Yes.
badass.
Yeah.
See, when you mention those cats, they were
Yeah.
special.
Yes, they are.
And one thing that I was able to see is Nipsey Hussle's growth. You
Yeah.
know, being that being on his projects, Bullets Don't Have No Name, seeing him through the years, cultivate his plan, and then to kick off the first marathon is the actual song I did, which was really Mr. Untouchable.
Yes. Yes.
And he left a mark, man. He
Yes, he
left
did.
a mark. He learned, soaked it up from the best of them, and there will never be another Nipsey Hussle
Never.
in our lifetime.
That's
You know,
right.
I feel because they can only use the blueprint, and hopefully the
Hmm.
blueprint. If
Mm-hmm.
100 ain't listen, at least 10 of them gonna listen because
Mm.
he showed not only his generation, but he also showed our generation.
Come on. He
You know what
sure
I
did.
mean? He had a brilliant mind, and
Hmm.
it's just sad our brothers get clipped
Yeah.
when they got so much more
To give.
to give. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I miss Nip. I miss everybody that I've done songs with. It's
Yeah.
just surreal.
Yeah.
But the legacy lives on forever. I
Forever.
believe.
Yeah.
I believe, in the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Hmm.
I know they're in a better place, and
Yeah. Yeah.
what a blessing it is to experience them.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
That thing was heard all around the world. I was in the Middle
Yeah,
East. I was in Bahrain when it happened with Nipsey, and it was
yeah,
um, it's a Muslim country, it's a Arabic country, but they were saying his name. It was
yeah,
heard all around the world.
yeah,
Ashadon. It was heard all around the world. So
yeah.
and
It was crazy, sister, because like a month ago, actually three weeks to a month, I had talked to him, um, and I was doing a song for his artist named Killer from
mhm
Watts.
mhm
You know what I mean? And
mhm
we was gonna link it back in, but Allah has a plan for everything.
always always and my favorite saying is thy will be done. You know,
Yeah,
and once you put that into the universe, once you put that will, once you inject your will into the universe, you watch it come to fruition. And even in his passing, we watched his will come to fruition.
absolutely,
His death
absolutely.
galvanized the people.
Yeah,
Everybody was picking up the baton, and they
yeah,
kept it going. Everybody,
yeah.
everybody, and we still to this
Amen.
day, you know, and we're still pushing his purpose. That area in Los Angeles became famous. I thought they were going to make
Yeah,
it a museum. I thought they were
yeah,
going to monetize the situation. You know how
yeah,
America do. But
yeah.
yeah,
Crazy.
who knew, right? But
Yeah, real talk.
definitely a leader, and even in his passing, and you can hear the spirit say, you know, you can hear the spirit of Nipsey say, "No, no, no. Tell him I said love. Tell him I said build. Tell him I said
Right.
love. Tell him I said build.
Absolutely.
Tell him I said love. Tell him I said build." That's what you could
Hmm.
hear. That's what you could hear. You can hear that in the spirit, you know, during his
Absolutely.
passing. So, and I,
Well said.
I and I
Well said.
and I think that's what we're doing. I think that's what we're doing.
Yep. Keeping that energy alive.
Yep. So, we getting down to those last few minutes. I want you to tell us what's next for Kokane. What's projects that you have going, any events that's coming up, any productions that we should know about. Let us know. Let the people know what you're doing.
Well, we got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
It'll make your head spin. You know what I
I'm
mean?
ready for
But
my head to spin.
a lot of stuff you can find out on my site at
Mhm.
www.buddyboymusic.com.
Mhm. Show
Um,
that again for us,
just
Tony.
that's
Oh, no, no,
www.buddyboymusic.com.
no. I'm sorry. I was asking my engineer to
Oh,
put it back
my
up
bad.
there. Put the
My bad.
website back up there. Go ahead, though. We're listening to you.
But we just dropped. I just dropped something with my SA homie.
Mhm.
His name is Spanky Loco.
Okay.
Very popular. Street legend. It's called OG Funk. That's out right now.
Okay.
And I got the new singles. From my upcoming album that I pushed back to 2022.
Okay.
That's called Give Me Five on the Black Hand Side.
All right.
And songs like Hush,
Yeah.
Hard in the Paint, Monkey Wasn't Funky, Don't Make Me Shit. That's off the upcoming album that's coming out next year.
Okay.
And we got the new Sugar Free and Cocaine single coming out. We got a
Mm.
group called Sugar Cane,
Mm.
and that's coming out September the 24th
Mm-hmm.
off the upcoming album. Sugar
Okay.
Cane presents
All right.
Power of the P.
Yes.
And my daughter's stuff is coming out, and we got groups on the label that's coming out. It's just a lot of stuff
A whole host of things.
that is coming out from the
Okay.
Buddy Boy camp, and just records that I have with different cats, like I said, Sugar Free, and it's just a lot of stuff. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
All
So,
right. Well,
just keep it locked. We promise to keep it very entertaining and funky for
keep
you.
delivering. All right. Well, we got one more song we want to play by you before we get out of here. We're gonna play the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Right on.
Check this out.
She claims she's in love with a thug, and girl, she says she can't get enough, but don't do a nigga wrong, because I pick up my gators and walk, say it's all your fault. Beware of these girls. Look out, baby. Beware of these girls. Oh, you got to watch out, watch out, watch out. Keep me from the hand of the scandalous. Look out, look out, look out. Never get played like a fool. 'Cause a real one will have your back indeed. And girl, don't you ever lie to me. And if you got plans to ever break my heart, I'm gonna leave you. Go so very far. The good, the bad, the ugly, ugly, ugly. Don't play no silly game. The good, the bad, the ugly, ugly, ugly. Now this is shame. The bad will make you sad. The ones, baby, will make you so mad. But the good ones will bring you joy. That's that love that bring you joy.
Now that's what I call a wonderful surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Who knew?
Everything old school in that one, right there. You can hear that. You can hear the dramatics. You can hear the stylistic.
The shy lights.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
you can hear all that. In that
I
one.
mean, that's the music we grew up on. I mean, all the gangsters and players.
Right.
That whole nostalgia,
Yeah.
70s and 80s was
Yeah.
incredible.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we
Mhm.
come from that time where you couldn't cheat. You had to really have, a tip to have fight.
That's some talent, right?
You know what I'm saying? And that music was the best music, man, to me, in my
Yeah.
humble opinion. That's
Yeah.
just my opinion.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder,
Yeah.
Marvin Gaye, Donny Hathaway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Four Tops Temptation.
Yeah.
So when you hear that song, you can, like you said, brother,
Take you back.
you can hear all those elements
Mhm.
without putting no cut on it.
Yeah. That's right. And I like how you just kept the video simple. You just let it, let the song speak for itself. And you look like you was in the raw, like this is how I feel and this is what I'm. And those are, those are the moments that really speak to the people, that realness, the authenticness is just, that's what it is,
You gonna catch some old G's, man. You gonna catch some old heads catching a little sample. They're like, whoa, what is that? Because it takes them back. Takes them back.
Yeah.
That's off the finger roll, music for the soul album.
Yeah.
So it's mostly old school incorporated.
Mhm.
Of course with 2021 twist, but
Mhm.
why fix it if it ain't broke,
It's
man?
not
That's
broke.
that good music.
It's that good music. Yeah. And show us website one more time for the people, and then we're gonna wrap things up and do some last comments and everything. But show his website. I want to, because he's promoting. He's promoting everything, some everything. But that finger roll was the most recent. We just scroll through there a little bit.
And that's the everything. A lot of things is consolidated on my Buddy Boy Digital.
Mm-hmm.
And that was created by my team, by my sons. Because sometimes it's best to learn from the beast, like your iTunes and Amazon's and streaming companies.
That's right.
And create your own streaming company and Buddy Boy Digital.
That's what we do.
Because they found out a way on how to rape the artist 10 times more.
10 times more, honey.
So we they don't like when you get smart, but when you close your mouth and just do it, there's nothing they can do about it. So I'd rather get that, if I put out a record and it sell for $40, I like to get 39
Come on with it. Not that I was just looking at my quarterly statement the other day, and I was like, for real, this is all we doing right now.
It's about the analytics. not the pissing contest, not looking appear like you're doing good.
It's about like what is the bottom line? What's that bottom line say? Oh God, y'all to be ashamed of yourselves.
And that's because we put a lot of money into traveling, a lot of money into these records.
Yeah.
And we wasn't getting monies like that.
Yeah, just to get pennies on the dollar.
Like the first 4 years we put out records on the Buddy Boy, we didn't even break even. But we figured that shit out.
Y'all figured it out, and that's what I'm talking about.
Now we more than breaking even. I can sell 10 to 20,000 records and do better than somebody selling 1 million.
Speak the truth.
So how you do it?
That's important. The importance of having your autonomy and not compromising your industry. I mean, your integrity, you know what I mean, for industry, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think that makes everybody different, you know what I mean, is to create your own lane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to be patient with yourself and learn about it.
Yeah, that's what.
Man, for real, it definitely taught me patience.
90 seconds.
Don't worry about that. Blog Talk will be cutting off in 90 seconds, but we still here, y'all. We still here. Matter of fact, if you want to go off of it, you can, so we won't have that interruption again. Yeah.
Oh, peace and love, peace and hair grease in the Middle East.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I'm talking to my engineer over here. That's all. That's all.
I thought you was talking about me.
No. Okay. I'm sorry. We're gonna do our last comments. And we're gonna wrap this thing up. I want to start with you, Ron. Just what what would you want to leave the people? What you want to tell the people is, it's all about. We've been talking about entrepreneurship and pioneering and creating our own lane. So, what you want to say to the people before we get off here?
My credo is the sky isn't the limit because the universe is infinite. Think big, dream bigger. You can do whatever you want to do, be whatever you want to be. In this industry.
Okay.
And do your homework. Do your homework. Don't let nobody tell you anything different. Don't let nobody tell you can do this. People tell me, well, you got 1,000 other people out there doing internet radio. I say, yeah, but the fact is that, my father told me to say, everyone is doing what you do, but no one can do it like you.
All right. All right.
So you put your own personal stamp on whatever you do because no one can do it like you because it's yours. And like I said, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Do you. Like I said, God didn't put no limit on it.
Right.
So why should you limit yourself?
Right. And so tell the people where they can get a hold of you at, Ron.
Yeah, you can reach me on at WRGRJams with a Z at Gmail, or you can reach me check out my website WRGRJams with a Z.wixsite.com/WRGR network. WRGRJams with a Z.wixsite.com/WRGR network. We also have 2 apps free from Google Play. We're also across 25 different directories across cyberspace. Just go to your Google browser, type in WRGR network, and you're there.
All right. Ron Hamilton, I want to thank you so much for coming on. It has been a
Thanks for
pleasure.
having me.
Man,
It's finally, it's been a long time coming.
yes,
So.
yes, my Detroit homeboy. Yes.
All right, my homegirl. Thank you so
Town.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Yeah.
Much love to the G Funk, man. Much love to West Coast.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much.
Right back at you, brother.
All right. And Kokane, what is your last comments? You've been giving a lot of jewels and giving a lot of love out already, a lot of information already that I know my listeners are gonna, and my watchers are gonna take with them and utilize to their best advantage. But what would you want to leave with the people? What would be your last comments?
Stop complaining.
Okay.
Stop complaining. I think people complain too much and waste the wrong energy on things that, in your most positive way they can put towards creativity or your plan. You know what I mean? I think the more you think positive, you'll manifest positivity and control your reality.
That's right.
Don't be conformed by the things that are around you. And the number one thing is to simply stop complaining. You woke up this morning, so if you catch yourself complaining, reproach the situation and be like, you know what, I don't need to go down that line. You know what? Yeah, they came to me and said some bad news. But I don't have to entertain that gossip. You know what I mean? Everything is about your frequency and about your energy. And what you complaining for? You listening to this video. What you complaining for? You woke up this morning. So that's my biggest thing. In order to advance, you got to stop complaining. And that will help your confidence level to do what you need to do. I don't know why I'm saying it, but I'm saying it like that.
Well said.
Did it go off? There it is. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Y'all get me? Okay. All right. And Kokane, for the people, one more time, tell them where they can contact you at and your family and your daughter and all the wonderful artists that works with you. Let them know where they can get you at one more time.
If you're trying to reach out at me, thank you, sister. If you're trying to reach out at me, you can reach me on my Instagram at KOKANE_brand. My main page is at Kokane_OG_. A lot of people looking for my services worldwide to get some of that G-Funk sound. So I ain't hard to find. Just get at me. The information's right there. And once again, if you ever want to know anything about myself and my company, just go to www.buddyboymusic.com. The link is right there in my bio. Super simple. Let's mix it up and continue to keep the funk alive, man. If it's good to you, it's good for you.
Yes, yes. And I'd like to thank you for coming on, OG Kokane. It has been a pleasure and an honor. I've been very excited about this interview ever since I knew I was going to do it. And so, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us. We appreciate that the most. When you asked me, what's your show about? What is the premise of your show? And I was like, well, we highlight entertainment, using music, comedy, all forms of art as a way of a vessel to take us higher. And so when you get here, when you get on 2020 Vision, you're able to speak honestly, freely, and you're able to feed the people. You're able to nourish the people. So I want to thank you so much for sharing your food with us today. Thank you for the nourishment.
Thank you, sister, for the soul food.
Yep.
100, y'all. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah. Well, guys, my name is Amira the Songstress, and we'd like to thank you guys for coming on. And the message is what it always is: love, life, and light. We had Ron, we had OG Kokane, and they were sharing love with us. Oh, why you ain't tell me this is all out like this? Now that I'm bigger, okay.
I can't see nothing without my glasses.
They shared love with us. They talked about their journeys step by step. They showed us and they told us how to do it, y'all. Now grab hold to this thing. Grab hold to this train. This train is starting to take off and move faster and faster. This thing that we call independence. Everybody is starting to grab hold to it and want to be a part of it. It's nothing like doing it for yourself. It's nothing like creating your own life. It's nothing like getting out there and living inside of the dream and the life that you've created for yourself. So when we say love that begets life, that then once you are alive, then it's up to you and it is your duty to shine your light. Keep shining, you guys. Keep shining. Don't let no one dim your light. Whatever it is you want to do, get out there and do it. You've seen these two brothers. They've been pioneers in their own right, and it all goes hand in hand. Whatever you can imagine, whatever you can see, you can be, and you can do it. And remember, stay focused.
Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. No regrets, no regrets, no regrets. Ooh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. But you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess.